Hi, hello. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday so far. I hope you enjoyed the opening night of hoops on the NBA side last night. And if your season starts today, for fans of the other teams, congratulations, you made it. Let's have some fun with this NBA season. I would like to talk about Anthony Davis, and I would like to talk about the Denver Nuggets defense because I don't think enough was made of how the Nuggets adjusted in the second half. Anthony Davis was a big discussion of this game. 17 points in the first half, looked like he was en route to a really big game. Did not score in the second half. I think I have it as 5 of 10 inside the arc in the first half. He took 6 shots total in the second half. There's room for Anthony Davis to be better. There's room for the Lakers to be better. There's also just a level of credit that I think the Denver Nuggets deserve for what they did in the second half. So let's talk about it. We're going to go through some first half clips, and then we're going to go through some second half clips to kind of highlight what went differently. We're going to start with this one, about 7 minutes left in the first quarter, just to highlight what the Lakers were trying to set up, how the Nuggets defended, how the Lakers want to counter from there. So we're going to get an empty side pick and roll first between Austin Reeves and Anthony Davis. We're going to pause it here. Quick stat per second spectrum. 62 on-ball picks, pick and rolls, however you want to phrase it. 62 on-ball picks were set by the Lakers in this game. 41 of them, over 66%, 41 of them were set with an empty corner. Nobody here. They want to strain this help defense, and that's very important for the Denver Nuggets because they typically want to have Jokic at the level, or just in general, they want to have a layer of help behind Jokic or in front of Jokic, with Jokic, however you want to phrase it. So empty side pick and roll here, and we're going to pause it here. LeBron James technically one pass away. Aaron Gordon is parked at the nail. We are making sure you're not going to go free willy all the way over here. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope not only peeled in, but he's going to be peeled in even more aggressively. We want to take away the role for Anthony Davis. We do not want anything easy from there. And with him here, and more importantly, with KCP peeled in, it is up to Jamal Murray to split the difference, split two, zone up, whatever your basketball terminology is. He's responsible with guarding these two guys, and they can kind of X out or whatever they need to do from there. So Austin Reeves is going to come off this screen. KCP is underneath the basket at this point, making sure, again, as Jokic is engaged, MPJ behind the action, we got you bottled up, and we're not giving you an easy lob or an easy pocket pass. We're not letting Anthony Davis get anything easy at the basket. A little bit of bait from Jamal Murray. Austin Reeves going to make the pass to D'Angelo Russell. Murray gets out there, and as we pause it very quickly, we're matched up here. We are matched up here. We are matched up here. We are matched up here. And we are definitely matched up here. The Nuggets did their job within the first 9 seconds of the clock. Anthony Davis wants it. Jokic's going to push him out. D'Lo didn't really have an angle early. He gets it to him. And now we can pause it here. In theory, Anthony Davis can go to either side. Jamal Murray attaches to D'Angelo Russell to that side. Aaron Gordon, since LeBron has moved, is not peeled into the nail. MPJ is turning around trying to get in position. So Anthony Davis has this. And because I would imagine KCP is not just going to help one pass away from Taurean Prince, a good shooter, a good corner shooter, and one comfortable shooter against the test, you're not going to get the help there either. But Lakers like, nah, let's carve out a little bit more space. That allows the Nuggets to get set up here, though. Jamal Murray going to drop a little bit. Not an active presence, but he's in the way. MPJ at the nail. Aaron Gordon helping way off LeBron. But Taurean Prince is cutting through. So you do have a little bit of space to the baseline. Anthony Davis faces up, surveys things, little jab and go. Jamal Murray trying to turn to get to a late, though, but Anthony Davis is gone. And now it's just one-on-one. Jokic wants to contest vertically, doesn't leave the ground. He wants to contest without fouling. Anthony Davis, very long individual. It is his touch, his length, his athleticism against this ground contest from Jokic. This is contested. It's tough, but this is well within Anthony Davis's wheelhouse, figuratively and literally, because of how deep in the paint he is. Anthony Davis, able to extend, gets the shot to go. So you see a little bit of the punch, counter punch in the half-court offense here. A little bit later in the first quarter, Austin Reeves going to push it up. I want you to note the spacing. Note where Anthony Davis is catching this ball inside the arc, kind of on the move. This is important. Closer to the basket with the catch instead of getting it all the way out here or something like that. But Aaron Gordon is not peeled into the nail. He's not locked into the nail because they're just setting up. They're going quick. Like the tempo here, like where Anthony Davis is catching this basketball. Taurean Prince in this corner again. Jamal Murray can't help, and even if he does, that help is small. And it's not going to matter much on this possession, and I will also spoil it. Anthony Davis not going to score on this one. This is more about general spacing, what the Lakers are trying to do to make it easier for Anthony Davis. D'Angelo Russell going to set up to set this screen on Aaron Gordon, set this flare for LeBron, not because LeBron is some super knockdown shooter off movement, but to engage Aaron Gordon and to guarantee that he does not provide this help at the nail. He still tries to, but Anthony Davis goes quick. Aaron Gordon with a swipe, but it doesn't really affect the ball. D'Lo is here, and now it once again becomes a one-on-one. Jokic just wants to contest without fouling. He's still on the ground. It's Anthony Davis's length, athleticism, touch, that extension. Can he get a shot to go? Not the easiest look, but it's easy for him, well within his wheelhouse. Just doesn't get this one to go. But you can see the Lakers trying to set up the help, or the Nuggets trying to set up the help, and the Lakers trying to find ways to pry open more space for Anthony Davis and make it hard for the Nuggets to help. Now we're going to go to the second quarter. LeBron bringing it up. He's going to quickly advance this one to Anthony Davis to set up a touch. Going to have some fun with cutting. Gets the catch. Reggie Jackson peeled in, but not really peeled in. So now LeBron James one pass away. Not only is he one pass away, he's all the way up here. So Christian Brown's like, cool, I can provide help. Anthony Davis, you are not going to your strong hand. A lot of space to this left side. But again, Reggie Jackson isn't peeled in all the way. But now we have some fun. Christian Wood was here. Now he's going to the dunker spot. Cam Reddish getting ready to live. Austin Reeves sinking down here. And then more importantly, LeBron going to cut through, which removes Christian Brown. And as he does that, opens up a little bit more space. It becomes a pure one-on-one. He's not worried about that layered help. Once again, it's Anthony Davis against Jokic contesting on the ground. And you see the extension here. Jokic's hands are down here. This is a shot that Anthony Davis can make. Spoiler alert, he does make the shot. So again, finding ways to carve out some space for Anthony Davis to operate with. A little bit later in the quarter, Taurean Prince. Quick catch. He's going to cut through, but it's not even going to matter in this case. They're keeping the same principle, cut through, you replace him, etc. And then we may get some stuff down here. Maybe Rui cuts through or whatever the case may be. But is Anthony Davis can go to his left or he can go to his right. He makes a very quick decision, something that my guy Steve Jones Jr. pointed out during our watch party live last night. By the way, you might want to rock with us, watch some hoops with us this year with these watch parties. But Anthony Davis, quick decision this time, and he has the optionality space. So he goes baseline, then spins to his right, and because the help is not peeled in, the cuts, the relocations, etc., Anthony Davis gets to the middle of the paint without seeing another body. He doesn't feel another body here. And so again, Jokic wants to contest without fouling, vertical, extension. Anthony Davis's hand is here. The ball is here. Jokic is down here. It's up to Anthony Davis to make the shot. Spoiler, he makes the shot. The Lakers, again, carving out space, and Anthony Davis doing his best to be decisive. And now we get into the second half, and this is where the fun begins. LeBron would have hit ahead to Anthony Davis. You don't see it in this clip. We get some inverted pick and roll. I love that. That is a favorite of mine. KCP with the show and recover. And now we get ready to attack. You see Taurean Prince in the strong side corner, which means in general, you're not going to get help here. And with D'Angelo Russell one pass away, in theory, you don't get the same dose of nail help as you would from like Aaron Gordon, who's just bigger, longer, etc. But look at this though. Jamal Murray creeps in. You're not getting to your left. We want to restrict the space a little bit more than we did in the first half. KCP, after the show and recover, and with D'Lo being one pass away, he's still parked at the nail, and he actually gets a hand on the ball right here. So now Anthony Davis is actually feeling, not only seeing the help, not only seeing less space, he's now feeling the extra presence here. Gets a hand on it. That's going to bother the gather. You see how off balance he is already. Hops off that left. Jokic again trying to contest without fouling. Doesn't leave the ground. This is still a shot that Anthony Davis can make because of how long he is and he has really good touch. But it's more difficult. You're restricting space for him a little bit more. Gets the flip. Doesn't get it to go. Austin Reeves flies in for the offensive rebound. Good for him. Going to take the shot. He's going to miss the shot. And the Nuggets are going to go the other way. But again, you're seeing the Nuggets, I would imagine after a speech from Coach Michael Malone saying, we got to make sure that this guy isn't as comfortable as he was in the first half. We fast forward a little bit, midway through the second, Anthony Davis misses a jumper. Would be help if those go down. But post touch, going to see that same cut through. Nothing different from the Lakers side. Watch KCP though. As Anthony Davis turns the face up like he does, KCP's he's cutting off the space. Like, no, I'm not just going to be a body that you have to see in your peripheral vision. No, I'm actually going to be an active present this time. We're going to get a full-blown double. You're not even going to think about going to the right side. Jamal Murray starting to creep over to provide that layer of help as well. Anthony Davis is going to kick that out. We're going to take the shot. He's not going to make it. But as you factor in, hey, not only did Anthony Davis not score in the second half, he only took 6 shots. Stuff like this, possessions like that one, maybe why. The Nuggets being more intentional about making Anthony Davis uncomfortable. A little bit later, going to slice Anthony Davis into the mid post. Austin Reeves going to set the screen, going to try to force the switch for Christian Brown. Doesn't really work. He's able to get out of there. We get the catch. Look at Reggie Jackson. He doesn't leave. He doesn't leave to follow Gabe Vincent. He's here. He never really even looks. He knows that he's coming with this double. So as Anthony Davis again faces up, set up. Okay, what's going on here? Cam Reddish starting to cut and relocate. Here comes a double team. No, good anticipation for Anthony Davis, gets the ball out of his hands, but that's also the point. We're getting the ball out of Anthony Davis's hands. He's not going to dictate terms to us, says the Denver Nuggets. Kick to Gabe Vincent, catch and shoot opportunity, one that he can make. Doesn't get this one to go. But again, the Nuggets being more intentional about removing space, making Anthony Davis uncomfortable. So now, following a tough end of shot clock attempt for the Denver Nuggets, Anthony Davis is going to bring it up, flip the D-Lo, hot potato, going to flow it to a pitch, and now we get the rescreen, we get the pick and roll, and look at KCP. He is already starting to step up here. Same weak side principles, even with this pick and roll being in the middle of the floor, instead of it being like an empty side pick and roll ran over here. Same principles. Weak side going to step up. This guy, Reggie Jackson, is going to be tasked with defending Cam Reddish, splitting between Gabe Vincent. He's got two. You're stepping up. We do not want Anthony Davis to roll free to the basket. If there's a pass to be made, it probably has to be here, but Christian Brown's getting back into the play. And again, KCP, not a big guy, so there's still like a size disadvantage, but you're not getting the same free reign. And I think the general principle here, make sure Anthony Davis doesn't have a lot of space to operate with. Make him uncomfortable, make him think a little bit. D'Lo takes an extra dribble. He's going to make the kick to the corner. As Cam Reddish is going to lift, that's what you should do. If you got a zone up, we're going to extend the space that you got to defend. It makes sense. You get the kick from D'Angelo Russell. Reggie Jackson going to take the corner. KCP going to X out. KCP going to take this one to the house. Really good defensive possession for the Denver Nuggets. And again, they deserve the hat tip for making Anthony Davis uncomfortable, limiting the windows that he saw, and other times just limiting his ability to even take shots. There was still room left for Anthony Davis to be aggressive. He could have been more decisive. He's not completely off the hook. The Lakers could have done a better job in the second half of carving out space and countering that. But the Denver Nuggets deserve some credit too.